and today I am taking a look at one of the coolest cars I've ever driven. It's this Lotus Elise. Now this is a 1997 model and it's got an engine swap, which makes it absolutely awesome. We have over twice the power compared to the original car, so that makes for a lot of fun. I'm quickly going to talk about the spec and then I'm going to talk about the engine. Well, the spec, we have a blue Lotus Elise and it's got the headlight covers from the facelift model. So normally these are like gapped, and this means that the headlight is sort of an air brake. So when you put this cover on, it's more aerodynamic. We've got a little splitter right there, which is aftermarket. And we have the original Lotus wheels, 16-inch in the front, 17 at the rear, with super nice Nankan track tires. Really, really nice tires. And because they are quite small and everything is really light, it means it's not really that expensive to maintain, because these tires will be a lot cheaper than, for instance, with a Porsche Boxster or something like that. We also have a brake system upgrade, so these are 2-part brake discs, JRZ suspension apparently, carbon fiber mirror caps, Nürburgring sticker to make it go faster around there, and carbon fiber piece right here. This is for the oil cooler. On the other side it's for the intake, which you definitely notice because your left eardrum gets totally destroyed. It's really, really loud, this car, and that's because we also have an aftermarket exhaust and an aftermarket diffuser, which is really, really racy. I really like that. It like sticks out and it's just awesome. Let's just have a look at the engine. I mean, this is an engine swap review, so that's what it's all about. Now normally we have a cute little Rover engine in this, but now we have this. Ooh, it's hot. This is a Honda K20A2, which has been built by the owner itself, Benny. Built in here. The engine swap has been done by himself, and look at how he managed to get this. The heat shield has been put forward to fit this 2-liter Honda engine. Normally we have 200 horsepower, 200 newton meters, but because this has a tune from Sneaky Tune, it now has 251 horsepower and 240 newton meters. So that's a big upgrade. Now that intake, it's from our Honda Civic Type R, the EP3. I don't know if you remember that car, but click at the top right corner and check it out, because this is the same intake. Benny bought it from our old Honda Civic Type R. And I just love how it sits in here. It's an engineering masterpiece, if you ask me. And I don't think there is a nicer engine for this car. Now the K20A2 is the European version, the K20A1 is the Japanese version. As stock, these things have 10 horsepower extra because they run a higher compression rate. And that's all I have to say about the exterior. Well, this is also an aftermarket spoiler which needs to be painted. Benny hasn't done that yet, so we don't care, right? What we do care about is this. This is a tiny car and I fit in here perfectly. Really like that. I'm 186. We have this OMP steering wheel with this carbon fiber ring, quick release, really easy to use. You just push it, twist it, and it's on. Close this up. Now of course we have a fire extinguisher, always handy to have when you do an engine swap. Oh, really confidence inspiring. And we have the stock Lotus clutch and gearbox. Now this one, yeah, it's not really that nice. The problem with these Lotus gearboxes is that the alignment of the gears is a bit crooked. So you really, quite often when you drive it for the first time, make the error of going into third. If you want to go into first, and fifth and third are also really easy to get wrong. Now, listen to this. My God. How awesome is that? We don't want to scare these dogs, so I'm going to slow down here. Make sure the sound is nice and silent. Sorry doggies. Now at 5,000 RPM, VTEC kicks in and you really hear that through the intake, because my left ear gets like torn apart. It's absolutely insane how loud it is. Now recently I've driven the Opel Speedster with that supercharger kit. Kind of the same recipe. It also had 250 horsepower. So they are really equals, and I absolutely love both. But this is just one level up. This is unmatched when it comes to driving experience. It's absolutely insane. Now, I've driven quite a lot of supercars this year, and I cannot think of a single one that beats the driving experience of this. I mean, this thing costs probably like 1/10 of an Aventador SVJ, but I like it 10 times better. Now that's what I mean. It's a stupid gearbox. Oh. Thankfully the revs were not all that high. I'm not going to cut out my mistakes because I'm not ashamed of them. It's really a difficult gearbox. I think the Honda Civic Type R gearbox would also be a great mod for this car, because these stock ones are just awful. If it's not your own car, because you know, if you drive this like a couple of times a week, I'm sure you will get completely in love with it, but I have a love-hate relationship with it. Best sound ever, but my God, it's loud. Just himself. He built this engine into this car, and I have so much respect for that. It runs like it should have always been in there. I mean, that's astonishing. His car. He has never let anyone drive his car. So it's such an honor for me to drive it, because this is not a car for everyone. This is quite hard to drive. It's a lot of power with very low weight, and we don't have any assistance. No ESP, no ABS, we don't have power steering, we don't have power braking, nothing. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review. You can subscribe by clicking the big button right here. Go check out this review or go check out this playlist. Thanks guys. Bye.